Hey guys, Kristen here with Find Your Balance. This is the first video in our series of troubleshooting issues on the leash walk. So the leash walk starts before you even leave your house. It starts when your dog is still resting in their kennel or resting on their pet bed. When you think about going for the walk, usually what most people do is they get ready and then they get their dogs dressed. Now, the act of putting on a collar or putting on a leash oftentimes gets a lot of dogs overexcited because they're anticipating the walk, and a lot of dogs love going for walks. So, my dog Louise is like that. When I pull out the collars and the leashes, she starts to bounce around and get all excited because she loves walking. She gets so excited when she sees her remote collar and her prong collar and leash because she knows that means we're going to go do lots of fun things and she's going to have lots of fun. So I just wanted to show you how you can set yourself up for a really great walk with your dog before you even leave the house. So I like to start with the dog in the kennel because it sort of restricts the area they have to prance and dance around. So the first thing that I need for Louise to do is to put her collar on. So what she's likely going to do is try to deke and dive everywhere except the collar, because what she wants to do is come out and run around and act overexcited. But we don't want that, because if she's overexcited when I'm trying to get her dressed, she's going to be way, way, way overexcited and tuned out when we get outside the house. So we need to get her calm here first so that we can transfer that calmness outside the door and on our walk. So very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the crate door, and I expect her to wait in the crate. If she doesn't, I'm just going to close the door on her face. Like that. I get a little eye contact when I do that, because she's sort of like, whoa, I didn't expect you to shut the door, Mom. What are we doing here? So when you open the crate door, you don't want the dog thinking she's just going to run out and go do whatever she wants. You want the dog sitting there looking to you for direction and permission about what's going to happen next, because I don't want her to come out of the crate next. I want to get her dressed. So she needs to willingly stay there for me. So the next step is I'm going to present the collar. So when I do this, what I want is for her to willingly stick her nose out and put her head through the collar. Oftentimes, if you try to push the collar onto the dog like this, they avoid it. You see how she puts her head up or she puts her head down. Sometimes they go to the side. She's not resisting an awful lot right now, but when she is overexcited, if I try to chase her around and trap her with the collar, it makes her more overexcited and she thinks it's a game. So I don't want to play that game. I want the dog coming for me. So I have a little bit of her kibble here. Food can really help in this kind of an exercise. So I kind of open the collar with one hand. I present the food with the other. And if she, oops, drop the food. Right here, baby. Come on, Mama. As she reaches out to take the food, I will slip the collar onto her head. Like so. You want your dog reaching out into the collar if you're trying to chase the dog down to put the collar on and the dog is pulling away. Then you've gotten into the opposite state of mind of what you're looking for, because you want that dog willingly putting the collar on, being part of this process and moving into it, not running away from it and playing like hard to get or catch me if you can. So with Louise, our next step is going to be to put her prong collar on. So much like the collar, I don't want her playing catch me if you can. I want to just be able to clip the collar on. I don't want her jumping around. I don't want her pulling away or doing any of those things. I just want her to calmly wait there and allow me to put this on. There we go. So I'm going to put her prong collar on. And because I'm getting her dressed in the crate, she has a limited amount of room that she can squirm around. So it makes it much easier when you're getting your dog dressed. And then our next step is to put her remote collar on. So she's doing a really, really good job at waiting for me. If I hadn't set that boundary at the crate door right away, she would be all over the place, like wormy and wiggly and really hard to get her collar on and her leash on and all that. But because as soon as she tried to run out of the crate, I closed the crate door. I did it twice, I think. It kind of set the boundary right then and there that you need to wait on mom and wait for permission about what's going to happen next. So, again, I'm going to stand up. I have the stuff on. She shouldn't leave the crate unless I give her the invitation. If she does, I'm just going to close the door. So she's giving me some really lovely eye contact. Good girl. Let's go. And out we go.